The Philippines has achieved unprecedented gains over the past 4 years. Leap in competitiveness. Investment-grade sovereign credit ratings. Robust, broad-based economic growth and rising investments. Improved investor confidence and rising investments. Better fiscal management. Stronger external payments position. Stable banking sector. Economic gains have translated to improved social outcomes. These achievements are the result of crucial economic and governance reforms implemented by the Aquino administration. The Philippines' transformation has been widely recognized locally, and more so, internationally.
It's been well documented that the past 4 years have been a period of unprecedented growth for the Philippine economy. There are a lot of reasons for that, and I think it's also been well accepted that the role of the government in instituting reform, ensuring greater public accountability and governance has been a big part of that success in refocusing the world's attention to the Philippines.
The Philippines has achieved a lot over the last 4 years, especially in terms of improved fundamentals. You have a budget deficit which is manageable, debt has come down to a very low level, inflation is within target range.
It is really looking much better than we've had in a long time. We're seeing a very different Philippines today. You know, the one thing that I have very definitely noticed in the last couple of years is a change in the attitude and mood of businessmen. And this is a very important factor. They have a confidence that things are moving forward well now. And we want to help make that work.
But the question in many people's minds is, can the Philippines sustain its gains beyond 2016? With 2 years left in the term of the Aquino administration, it is working even harder to ensure that all the gains are secured and that the agenda of reform and true and honest governance continues.
The Philippines finds itself in that region with a very stable macro economic outlook and with a government who realizes this full well and is undertaking a whole range of reforms that have been very difficult to do in the past, but which it has sank its teeth into and on which it's making progress on. And Filipinos themselves realize this, and the rest of the world has realized it.
One highlight of the past 4 years that will help ensure sustainability is the resurgence of manufacturing, complemented by support for SMEs.
Companies have been actually moving their production facilities all over Asia. And the Philippines has been rightfully so gaining recognition and awareness as a competitive industrial manufacturing site. So we've been getting investments from Japan and other companies who are looking at diversifying the production bases.
In the last 2.5 years, we have seen tremendous progress in manufacturing. We see much more diversified sources of exports now, from agribusiness to furniture to chemicals to machinery.
In the quest for sustainability, infrastructure development is high in the agenda.
The government today has made infrastructure development particularly through public-private partnerships, a priority. This is the first time after a few administrations that this has happened. And so both the public and the private sector are enthusiastic about the opportunities going forward. And this really will lead to improvements in our growth and development long term. It leads to greater wealth redistribution, albeit longer term basis, because people find that they're able to do more things more effectively, and actually opens possibilities where there were none before.
Our commitment is on national roads and bridges. We committed that all of our national roads and bridges, numbering about 32,000 kilometers, will already be paved. And all bridges on our national road will have been made permanent.
One priority area for infrastructure investments is Mindanao, to harness the island's vast potentials in agriculture, tourism, and other industries.
We're focusing a lot on developing Mindanao. We want to connect airports, ro-ro ports, seaports to the production centers. And we've even included the tourism destinations.
To help ensure the sustainability of the country's gains, the BSP will continue to promote a stable inflation environment and sound financial system.
For the BSP, sustaining the economic gains that we have so far made beyond 2016 means four things. One, continued commitment to price stability. Two, helping ensure a stable, resilient banking system that can respond to the needs of a growing economy. Three, maintaining healthy and solid external payments position. And four, accelerating financial inclusion. On monetary policy, the BSP has adopted a preemptive stance to address risk to the inflation target. Over the medium term, we believe that we'll be able to manage inflation such that this will provide an environment that's good for business and therefore for job creation and higher income. In the area of financial stability, we have adopted a number of measures to make sure that the banking system remains resilient and is able to provide for the credit requirements of the economy. Now, moving forward, we think that the financial system will continue to evolve in a way that will remain supportive of the sustained growth in the economy.
Truly, the Philippines has become a rare, bright spot with a healthy environment for business.
This is our first facility that we've made in all of Asia, and one of the reasons were the Filipino values and the workforce that we looked at. It's a country that's rich in engineering. We take almost all of our employees and put them in our three locations, one in Nieuwegein, Netherlands, another one in Leighton Buzzard, England, and then the U.S. and Seattle and Everett. So we bring them and we send them over there for about 2 months of training, and then we bring them back here, and the training and their aptitude to learn is really, really high, so we're very, very happy with that.
We are here over 20 years. We support with good partnership and also good local, friendly local government unit and motivated and skilled employees. The Philippines was the best place to be investment for our shipbuilding business. In Philippines, there are many skilled workers, educated and motivated. The Philippines has a potential to compete when it comes to better quality, trustworthy product.
Philippines is bent on sustaining its economic and governance gains, not only through investments, but also through legislation and policy reforms.
Philippines should be able to sustain its growth momentum, especially if it continues to implement the structural reforms that began under this administration. Most of the priority bills of the administration, I would say, are part of the second generation of reforms, which can help Philippines grow even faster than its current 6.5 to maybe 7 or above.
The push for growth in manufacturing and SMEs, massive investments in infrastructure, institutionalization of reforms, these and more are meant to achieve sustainability. These and more are meant to shape our future towards a more robust and inclusive growth. The Filipino has seen that good governance is good economics. Good governance is the new normal. There is no turning back. The Philippines, shaping our future, 2016 and beyond.